So what's your name and where are you from?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'm Catherine Holtiner and I live in Westerdale. And I came to Caithness from Switzerland about 4 years ago.
I'm Alison Smith and I live near Thurso, on the north coast.
I'm Rona McPherson and I started out working in the brochs because I was a teacher and we were doing a broch project, and I just got interested and got hooked.
And I've always been really interested in history. I don't know if that's the same with you too, but are you?
Yes, I was always interested in archaeology and wanted to study but was dissuaded. But eventually made my way here, and I've been reading a lot about prehistory and I find it very fascinating to just see how people lived and piece together from what's left what their society might have been like. And it's great that here you can just be part of it and you can help and you can get involved, and that makes it really special.
And I'm fascinated by the Iron Age and how they lived their lives, and a site like this is just a little bit different, and that's why I enjoy digging here.
Yeah, I think it was the fact that I could come along as a local and just be welcomed and feel useful. That was my first start. But of course you get really involved in the site itself. I'm now feeling this is my home site, and been coming back so many years now that it's a massive puzzle that's just unravelling, and I just find that more and more addictive.
Yeah, I think it's a great chance for us to get involved and to let amateurs have a bit of fun too.
Uh-huh.
And you get to see the everyday life of an archaeologist. You get to see all the bits and pieces, how you have to work, how meticulous you have to be, and then
I actually like the physical aspect. You might have noticed that I don't mind trying to be useful by emptying buckets and shoveling barrows. In fact, I'm more confident doing that than some of the finer aspects. But again, it's a whole new skill. Yeah, I'm learning every single time I'm on site. Every day I'm on site, I'm learning something else, and that itself is really interesting.
to see the site evolve from when you first break ground, and year after year you get down deeper and you see more.
If there were big obvious sites, then in maybe 100 years ago people would have come and done them, whereas because they've kind of gone under the radar, it means that people like us can come and join in with you guys, which we wouldn't have had the chance to do otherwise. It's great to get the kids here, and it's part of their ancestry, you know, they should know about where they've come from, and they should get involved, and they're all fascinated with digging holes, so it's good to put it towards some purpose. But children, I have to say, they like finding things, as do I. I'm a big kid at heart, and I think they love to see the artefacts because it brings the whole way people lived more to life.
I personally would really like it to be left as a site that people could access and see. I appreciate that for archaeological reasons you might very well want to cover up and leave interpretive panels instead, but there's nothing better than actually coming and seeing the stonework, etc., and it would be very nice if it was part of the wider Caithness heritage. Locals could come Sunday walk and contemplate and meditate and think about their ancestors, and tourists could use it as part of a sort of slower tourism, a wider philosophy.
So it needs to be connected to Yarrows, because it's the whole landscape really that needs to be joined together.
I really like the archaeological trail in Yarrows. There is some information, but it's not very obvious.
Some people think there needs to be more information.
No,
but
I
think
shouldn't.
if you go down the QR code or something, you know, they can access it if they want to see it. But I think it's the landscape that you want to be part of the landscape.
Exactly, and I really like that it's hidden and you have to discover it. That it's not too obvious. That's already
I think the whole environment is very important for this site too, because you've got very relatively untouched. It's not continuously getting ploughed or crops growing on it or whatever. You can imagine the much wilder landscape that would have been natural, 2,000 years ago.
I think part of it is being here, because we've all said what a nice spot it is. Apart from the midges, it's peaceful and it's calm, and you're in amongst nature with otters and
Yeah.